Let's see. It looks so dark. Maybe something about ISO. Ha! I do listen to her. The ISO's fixed. Still don't know what ISO is, but it made the picture better. Boy. So Sophie gave me her camera today. She didn't ask me to film. It's come to my attention that people think I'm not part of the video very much. But I'm also not very good at filming. So maybe it's better to show you all the hard work I do at the boat when Sophie's not here and she's in town working. So you get a taste of what my life is like working on all the different projects that I have. Very, very intense work here. No, 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 no! Stupid train!
1, 2, 3, 4, get my shoes and out the door. 5, I'm alive.
Today is the day. Today we're moving!
Is that what this is all about?
I look into the sky with all its beautiful color, but there's more than just for me, so gonna share it with another. I got to show, to give, let out. I want to sing and shout, take a look and see a beautiful morning that turns into a beautiful evening, and together make a beautiful life. And if you wanna see, then come along with me, that's right, and sing oh, 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 oh. Come on, come on, come on and sing, yeah. Come on, come on, come on and sing.
I'm exhausted. It just hit my head really hard. So that's it, guys. I've lived here for a little over 2 years, and all that time we knew that it was going to be temporary because we had this dream to go sail. And you know, it's at the last moment that you actually realize what is it that you're saying goodbye to. This is our last night in the apartment, and it's also the last time that I have a washing machine where I live. Yep, keeping it glamour. Say bye-bye to the washing machine. Ta-da! Goodbye, toilet seat that doesn't move. Goodbye, enormous shower. Goodbye, walk-in closet. Goodbye, humongous fridge. Bye-bye, Cookie Monster. Goodbye. On to the next chapter. And that one's gonna be really exciting. Okay guys, that's it. Good night. Oh, hello there. Wouldn't it be nice if that's how moving went all the time? Welcome to our new home. Have you asked yourself what a French girl and an American dude ended up doing in Sweden? I ask myself the same question every day. About 10 years ago, both Ryan and I left our home countries to come live in Sweden. Ryan got a job offer and took the opportunity. My move to Sweden was a little more complicated. When we came here, we had nothing. We were both really young. We knew no one here. We didn't speak Swedish, and believe it or not, but my English at that time was very far from what it is right now. You know, my English was not very good. I did not understand what other people were telling me, and I don't even think that my grammar was as good as this last sentence was. It was so bad. I even learned Swedish. I learned a language that is spoken by 9 million people in the world.
Det var inte lätt.
And we love Sweden. We love Stockholm. It's a beautiful city. And I love Sweden so much that I actually became a Swedish citizen. What have I done? I knew that at some point I was gonna leave Sweden, but I always wanted to have the option to come back because this is where we have lived most of our adult life. And we don't have any family here in Sweden. Our friends are like family for us. We saw each other's going from partying until no hours in the morning to getting married and starting families. And at this point, we are extremely excited for what's ahead of us, but we are also a little sad to leave our Swedish family. And talking about our friends, we had a little goodbye party last week, and I asked our friends to record themselves telling you guys our story from their perspective. And some of our friends were very creative.
I remember when Sophie told me that she was going to buy a boat with a guy she'd met on Tinder 3 months before.
This is my friend Frida. Frida is a friend who, when I talked about the sailing project for the first time, had the reaction that I remember the most.
I was excited, but I was also slightly skeptical, like, will they drown?
I'm not sure I remember.
To set things in the context, like, we are at Blandine's wedding. It was the breakfast the day after.
Okay.
So Blandine, I remember that 3 years ago, we were all very hangover, correct? and I told you that with Ryan, who at that time was the guy that I had met on Tinder 3 months earlier. Love. We may buy a sailboat and go sail for an extended period of time. I don't think you say we may. I think you say we are. We will. We are buying a sailboat.
Oh really?
Exciting! Combo. Expecting you.
I know what I thought, but I'm not sure what I said.
Okay, start with what you thought.
You crazy fool! How are you going to be able to live on a boat? A confined space with one other human being for a period of time that is longer than 24 hours. Oh, also that you said you were going to move in on a boat with a guy you met 3 months ago.
On Tinder.
Yeah, possibly that. I was like, are we making big life choices right now? Are we? Also, sailing. When did you start getting into boats? Also, what? Something like that.
And it's funny because now that you say that, 3 years later, it makes sense. Like, I understand your reaction.
Yes,
it's legit. Right? Like, why would you do that to yourself?
I do remember the hangover. I remember that I had a million things in my head, but definitely not. I wasn't expecting that kind of conversation, and I was a bit like, yeah, I just got married, and you were like, and we're buying a boat, and we're leaving. I was like, okay. You guys do that? That sounds good.
Next question. At the time I told you that we were gonna buy a sailboat and go sail. In your mind, what was the likelihood in percentage of that happening?
0.
Encore des mots, toujours des mots, les mêmes mots.
I might even say negative. I mean, no, to be totally fair, with you and your plans, you can't totally exclude that amount of craziness that will make it happen still, which I guess is why we're here today. But yeah, that on the top of the hangover was just like, yeah. Whatever, let's have a waffle, was pretty much.
It's really funny that you tell me what you thought at that time because I remember clearly your reaction. I remember clearly you saying, I want to see you living on a sailboat, ha ha ha.
True.
Parole, 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 que tu es belle. Parole, 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 je te le jure.
Now, normally in Stockholm, you take a small sailing class. You go away for a weekend somewhere and you start off with these little dinghies. But no, Sophie and Ryan go all in and they head off to Gibraltar to learn how to sail a big ass frickin' boat. So now you get to do it, but that means that you're leaving me all on my onesies. And that's horrible. So you better keep on posting a lot because I'm going to be following you like a stalker. And if you don't post everything every time you're in port, or you report that you're gonna be in port and there should be Wi-Fi, I will call the police.
Darida est terminée. Darida est fatiguée. C'est fini. Elle s'en va la Darida. Au revoir.
Guys, thank you so much for watching and thank you for the comments that you've been posting since we published our last video last week. Moving on the boat and saying goodbye was really exhausting. We are finally starting to settle in the boat. It's still a big mess. You know, I've cleaned this little space here. It looks nice, but I am not going to turn the camera, so it's a little embarrassing. We are starting to be really excited about leaving the dock. We are counting on leaving our marina by Monday or Tuesday next week. We've had 2 crazy months and we want to be in a good mental and physical place before we leave the dock. We could really use 1 or 2 days of rest before we take on our big adventure. Again, thank you for watching, thank you for the support. If you like this video, give us a thumb up or consider subscribing. And next week I will give you a proper tour of our new home. Thanks again and catch you next week. Bye bye.
I just want to say good luck, have a lot of boat wine.
Enjoy yourself, guys, and don't wreck the boat.
Good luck.
Yeah, good luck.
Bon voyage.
We will follow you.
Je vous souhaite bonne chance dans votre aventure.
Just have fun and good luck, and I'm very happy for you. You better come home!
Yeah, for sure. When are you guys coming to see us?
Come back whenever you want to. Stay clear of bird nests. Good luck.
Vous voulez faire un coucou? Ah, c'est cool. Keep it up, make the dream happen. That's really cool. We're super excited for you guys. Au revoir! Bye bye! Thank you very much! Bye bye! Bye bye!
Okay.
Welcome.
Ah, ça me fait quelque chose. Ça va maintenant. Bye guys. See, there is one thing that I could not live without and that I took with me on the boat, but I had to have it in another shape. So guys, say hi to
the dishwasher. Do you want to know a special thing? We've hired a professional cook on this trip. She's holding the camera right now.
Who's that? You haven't told me about the cook.
Her name's Sophie, French gal. Really nice.